Yeah. First of all, I want to congratulate Coach Ellis on his career. Obviously, he got 900 wins today. I have a lot of respect for Coach. He's one of the guys that we looked up to when we're coming in the coaching profession. He's a wonderful person and a great coach. So I just wish them the best travel home and the best of luck this summer. You know, it was a great game. Let me introduce my players. I got to my right, Marquise Davis, graduate, senior, and I have to my left, Terrence Ford, freshman. In my opinion, freshman of the year in the league. But that's just my opinion. But, you know, I thought tonight our team did an excellent job of sustaining a lead. We were down early. We weren't making shots, but then we came on. I think I had a 17-0 run. That was great for our morale. They came back at the end of the half, and for us to be able to sustain that in the second half, I think is a tribute to their maturity. It's been a tough year with injuries, and we don't know Caleb Field's status. Obviously, he went down pretty hard, but I give these guys a lot of credit. They've never shown anything but extreme effort, even in low numbers and even in a tough season. So I'm proud of them. It's always great to get a win. I told them in the locker room, we don't need lipstick. It doesn't need to be pretty. It just needs to be a win. So we just got to get some rest. It's more about mental now than physical, and just prepare for Troy, which is a very good team on Thursday.
Thanks, Coach. I'll start with one from Zoom here. We'll go out to the room after that. For Marquise, can you describe the feeling when you were as hot as you were in the first half?
It was a wonderful feeling because it's my last year and I want to go out with a bang. So every shot I was making or missing, it was just great.
Patrick.
Patrick Bernardo, Pensacola.
Yes, sir.
Both teams shot well from the outside, but you guys did so at an amazing clip. I think you guys were near 60% from 3-point range. Coach, what were your thoughts on how your team was able to create certain looks from the front?
Yeah, I would say, we've always talked about being confident offensively. That's one of our keys in every game. So I trust my guys taking good shots, So if they're good looks, I want them to take them. I thought the penetration of the guards, especially in the first half, allowed other guys to get open. And then our defense, we held them to, I think, 30. It was 28% going into the last run they had. I thought we were able to get some looks in transition as well. So any transition threes that we get, we'll take. So it's just about giving them confidence. They're good shooters, and we wanted them to take good ones. We thought they were good ones, and they went in and they didn't, but they made the ones that we needed tonight. So I commend them for having the guts to take up, stand up and take them when we needed them. And I thought Avery hit 2 huge ones in the second half back to back. He wasn't having a great shooting night, but he made those. And it's just about confidence, and just instilling that confidence in your players as much as you can.
Good, Dave.
Dave Phillips, Locked On Sunbelt. You guys won more games in the last 2 weeks than you had for most of the season in the conference play. How healthy have you gotten, and what's been the difference in the last 3 out of 4?
Yeah, we don't talk about health. I don't know if we got any. What we do talk about is just continued resilience and focus. The thing about in February and March, there are no excuses. You either win or you're done. So no matter what players you have out there dressed, no matter what players are healthy, at this point, nobody's healthy. Right. So you just got to be as best prepared for the game. I told these guys that we're going to try to be the best prepared staff for them. That's all we can do, and put them in the best position possible. And whoever's in uniform has got to produce. It's a great time now when guys are hurt to be able to step up in the time that they wanted to step up. I'm sure guys haven't played as many minutes as they liked earlier in the season. Well, now is their opportunity. So right now is a great time for all that time that you sat in your room. You're like, I wish coach would play me more. I wish he played me more this game. There are no excuses now. You got no choice. So they got to show up. So I'm looking forward to those guys continuing to have that, resilience and confidence going into the next round.
Another one here on Zoom from Mitchell Gladstone for Terrence. How much have you had to grow up this season? And do you think today was a good example of the progress that you've made?
I feel like I had to grow up really fast, especially like with the injuries and everyone going down. And really just today was just like, it was just a message like to the conference that we coming, the whole team coming. Everybody feel disrespected. So now we're just gonna continue to play well and just show up every night.
So this tournament's a little bit different. I don't think the tournament's had the same format 2 years in a row, but
right.
Instead of playing 5 days in a row, you actually have a couple of off days. How can you guys use that to your advantage? The difference between being you guys are now ready and potentially rested. Right. Somebody who hasn't played for about a week.
That's a great point. We've actually discussed that a little bit as a staff because the way it's run now, you have a day in between. For us, it's mostly for, instead of preparation, it's mostly for film and rest. That's the biggest thing, to have a 24-hour period. I think we play at 2:00 Thursday. Is that right? Yeah. So it's an early tip-off time. But again, to give you that time in between games, like tonight will be a lot of rehab, a lot of recovery and some film. And then tomorrow, like I said, it's mental now. What else can we do in practice for me to tell them, hey, you got to guard the ball a yard on each side? Well, you got to block out when a shot goes up. I mean, how much more can you do that in practice without them already done it 700 times this year in practice and games? So it's a mental day. What I will say about this team, they've actually been pretty darn good at quick turnaround mental preparation, and I think with the short numbers, it's always important for body rest. We just need them as ready as possible. But I think it's a really good advantage because, Troy had to scout for 2 games. We knew we were playing them at some point. So, and I know we played each other for a third time, and Scott Cross is a phenomenal coach. Great coach, one of the best guys I've ever met, and they're going to be good. They're really good defensively, but that rest time gives us an opportunity. And we've played in this arena, which is a difference too. Any neutral site you can get in, make some shots is always good. So, but again, it's all about rest and mental preparation coming in over the next 24 hours.
For the players, it kind of, sometimes I hear what I want to hear, but it kind of sounds like the coach said you guys are tuning them out. Like you've already heard it all season long.
I mean,
Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. That's a media trick.
Yeah, we always continue to listen to coach because we all know he's gonna put us in the best position as possible. We feel like we know he's the smartest person in the room, so we don't always try to pick his brain, always trying to learn as much as we can from him because he's an amazing coach. We got an amazing coaching staff, great group of guys around.